Good morning, children. Today let's start with a new lesson, lesson number 13, sound. It's on your textbook page number 91. Kindly open your textbooks, page number 91. Today we will start with this new lesson. We know what is sound, correct? We all speak, we all hear. We hear different sounds, birds chirping, dog barking, traffic sound, musical instrument sound, children playing. There are different kinds of sounds. We experience different kinds of sounds in our daily surrounding. There are some examples of various sounds on your textbook page number 91. Let's understand different sounds in our surrounding. A girl is singing. A bird is chirping. Bursting of crackers. Whispering. Whistling. A policeman is whistling his whistle. Playing of flute. Blowing horn and a barking dog. These are some examples given in your textbook. Now, if you carefully try to understand these different sounds, you'll feel some sounds are pleasant, whereas some sounds are harsh. You like some sounds, whereas you do not like some sounds. For example, a barking dog. Again and again for a long time, if dog is continuously barking, will you like that? No, you will not like that, because the sound made by the dog is harsh to your ears. On the other hand, if you hear a girl singing or if you hear birds chirping, will you feel bored of that? No, because these sounds are pleasant. You like these kinds of sounds. So sounds are pleasant and unpleasant too. Same way, sounds are loud and soft also. Small children, they scream. You don't like that sound. Yes, because they are loud. When they play, they scream. They are loud enough. So that is loud sound. And if you ask somebody to talk softly, that is soft sound. So sound is loud as well as soft. So there are different kinds of sounds. A loud sound can be heard easily. You are able to hear a loud sound easily. But what about the soft sound? You have to pay attention. Yes or no? You have to attentively listen to the sound. Then only you will understand what the person is speaking, what he wants to tell you. Which sounds do you hear during the recess in the school? When there is school and there is recess time, which are the different sounds do you get to hear? Children are playing, they are screaming, teachers are asking them, teachers are scolding the children, bell is ringing, children are talking to each other, children are running on the ground. There are different sounds in only one activity. There's recess, yes or no? In only single activity, so many different sounds are created. When there is silence in the classroom, close your eyes and sit quietly. Which sound in your surrounding can you hear now? What are the different sounds you hear when you are sitting quietly in the classroom? The traffic sound you hear on the road. Bell is ringing. The teacher in the besides class, there she is teaching. Children are talking. If any class has P period, the children are playing on the ground. So there are different sounds in our surrounding. Some sounds are loud and they are heard easily, while some others are very soft and cannot be heard unless we listen them attentively. We like some sounds. On the other hand, we get annoyed by some other sounds. Our next point is now how are sounds produced. Now, if you have ever visited weddings, you must have seen big speaker boxes there. Yes or no? When you are far away from the speaker, you feel that the sound is very good. You enjoy the sound, you enjoy the music, the dance, the environment in the wedding. Yes or no? But what if you go closer to the speaker? You'll feel that your heart, your mind, your brain, your body is vibrating, it is bumping. That is because of the vibrations are created due to sound. For a sound to travel, it requires medium, either solid, either liquid or either gaseous. Sound travels through air. Now when people talk to you, when you talk to your friends, your family members, sound travels through air. Same way, if you are using your speaker, your musical instruments, sound travels through air medium, correct? And if you are closer to the speaker, what happens? What do you feel? You feel annoyed. You feel annoyed. Your body is not controllable. You feel that when are you going to move away from that place? Isn't it? So that is due to vibrations are created due to sound. If there is sound, there is vibration. If there is no vibration, there is no sound. Unless and until vibrations are created, you cannot hear the sound around you. Let's understand what are exactly vibrations. You take a rubber band and you stretch it with your both the hands. And you ask one of your friend or your mother or father to stretch to pluck it from the center of the rubber, the stretched rubber. What do you feel? There is some movement in the rubber. There's some movement in the stretched rubber. From the center of the rubber, where it is plucked, the rubber band goes up and down. So they are the vibrations. That are the vibrations. Same way, if you tap onto the diaphragm of the tabla, you will feel the diaphragm of the tabla moves up and down. When there is movement of the diaphragm of the tabla up and down, vibrations are created and they are passed into air. Due to the vibration, we are able to hear the sound. If there is vibration, then only we will able to hear the sound. If there are no vibration, no sound. Unless and until vibration get created, sound will not be heard. For a sound to create, vibrations are necessary. They play an important role in creating sound. Till the moment of vibrations they are going on, sound will be heard. When the vibrations will stop occurring, sound will also stop. The vibration of an object is necessary for the production of sound. As long as object vibrates, the sound is heard. When the vibration stops, the sound also stops. The object due to which sound is produced is called the source of that sound. Let's take an example for source of sound. If you have a speaker, your music is going on through the speaker. Who is the source of sound? Of course, it is the speaker. The source of the sound is the speaker. On the other hand, now when I am speaking to you, when I am talking to you, who is the source of the sound? I am the source of the sound. If the dog is barking, who is the source of the sound? Obviously, it is the dog, the source of the sound. By whichever object the sound is created, that object is said to be the source of that sound. From where exactly does this sound come now, children? We all have mouth through which we speak. But sound doesn't come through our tongue or straight directly from the mouth. Sound gets created from the throat. Now, you can try one thing. You hold your one hand, 2 fingers to your throat. and you speak something, you will feel that there is certain movement in your throat. Yes or no? There's certain movement in your throat. That is because of the vibrations are getting created through your throat. You are generating new sound through your throat. It is creating sound. Clear? So your throat is the object through which your body sound is created. When you want to talk, your voice comes from the throat. There's a voice box present in your throat. What will happen if you continuously keep on talking for throughout a day, from morning to evening? If you continuously talk, what will happen? It will pain. Your throat will pain. That is because of the sound is getting generated from your throat, and your full day you are continuously talking, then the throat will pain. Thank you.